We must not fear anything. No virus can frighten us. Nevertheless, we must be careful. Offer a namaste instead of a frank handshake. Wash your hands as often as possible. Mop it dry with a clean towels or napkins. Don't touch eyes or nose or mouth. Eat healthy food. Travel as less as possible. Cover your face while coughing or sneezing. Keep away from people with fever. Even then, help them to get professional help to manage their problem. And be positive to live to hear good news. News Analysis. News Analysis, a weekly magazine on current affairs. To begin with, we'll have the headlines first. Coronavirus, Trump suspends travel from Europe to US. India suspends most visas to halt coronavirus spread. Jyotiraditya Scindia, the Madhya Pradesh Congress leader, joins BJP. Chelsea Manning recovering after suicide attempt, lawyers say. Pakistan Zainab murder, new law aims to catch child abusers. Italy says 1,000 have died, but lockdown can work. Iraq base attack, airstrike till 25 Iran-backed fighters after troops killed. Now we'll go to the stories in detail. Coronavirus, Trump suspends travel from Europe to US. US President Donald Trump has announced sweeping travel restrictions on 26 European countries in a bid to combat the spread of the coronavirus. The ban applies to travelers from countries which are members of the Schengen border-free travel area. The UK, Ireland, and other non-Schengen countries are unaffected. US citizens also exempt. The European Union condemned the measures which it said were taken unilaterally and without consultation. The new rules go into effect on Friday at midnight and mark a major escalation from the US president, who has been accused of inaction over the coronavirus. There are 1,135 confirmed cases of the virus across the US, with 38 deaths so far. In other developments, schools, colleges, and other public facilities in the Republic of Ireland will be closed from 18 hours Thursday local time to 29th of March. Italy imposed further restrictions, closing nearly all shops, bars, hairdressers, restaurants, and cafes until 24th March. In Germany, Chancellor Angela Merkel warned that up to 70% of the country's population, some 58 million people, could contract the coronavirus. India suspended most visas for foreigners until 15th April. The UK is expected to switch to tactics aimed at delaying the spread of the virus rather than containing it. Spain's Deputy Prime Minister Pablo Iglesias is self-isolating, self-quarantine we call it, after his wife tested positive for the virus, the government says. Greece reported its first coronavirus death, a 66-year-old returning from pilgrimage in the Middle East. Chinese health authorities have said that the peak of the outbreak in China is over. Happy news, isn't it? This is the most aggressive and comprehensive effort to confront a foreign virus in modern history, he said in a prime-time televised address from the Oval Office on Wednesday. Justifying the travel restrictions, he accused the European Union of failing to take the same precautions as the US in fighting the virus. In a speech, he said all travel from Europe would be suspended, but a presidential proclamation later said it would only apply to anyone who had traveled to the European Union areas through the Schengen border-free area in 14 days before their arrival in the US. Mr. Trump also said the suspension will also apply to cargo coming from Europe into the US. He later tweeted to say that trade would in no way be affected. The speech included plans to provide billions of dollars in loans to small business, and the president urged Congress to free up more funds. President Trump said for most Americans, the risk was very, very low, adding, no nation is more prepared or more resilient than the US.